Hey, me and Matt here, and I'm Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. Hey, me and Matt here, and this is Killer Kyle. And looking at another double dose episode of Wheels of Fury, and the special episodes, I should say.
Yes, because once again, it's that time. It's SummerSlam weekend.
Normally, last year, we started the tradition of doing it outside, but it doesn't look very nice out right now.
Kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it seemed really nice earlier. Yesterday was amazing. Really nice weather. Fairly warm out.
Well, part two of that is my fucking camera doesn't have a memory card on it, so
Yeah.
but
Matt's camera doesn't have a memory card in it, and his brother got him one of those camcorders that tried charging, and it looks like it's going to charge, but it's not charging for whatever reason.
right.
We'll get it figured out.
So this is NXT Takeover 36. I can't believe that we've been around that long.
Doesn't it just seem like not that long ago we were doing Takeover 30,
Yeah.
and now we're doing 36?
How the hell does that work?
So that means 4 more takeovers, maybe by the end of the year or sometime next year, they'll be at 40.
Yeah.
And to think, it all started with Arrival.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, you got Arrival, you had Takeover Brooklyn,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
There's another one in between.
Had takeovers in Brooklyn, and
Philadelphia.
Toronto, and Philadelphia, in England, in Portland, several other places.
Yeah. But this takeover is gonna be epic. And I say that and I hype it up, but I know it's gonna be true because NXT, in my opinion, always delivers.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. And the matches they got on this card, buddy.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna be freezing my fucking ass off. Oopsie.
Also, one thing about these chairs, yeah, not in the way that I'm gonna say it, but turn it on and it takes forever to turn on.
Oh yeah. So our first match, we're going to talk about the Women's Championship. We've got Dakota Kai versus Raquel Gonzalez.
Yes, and it was, they talk about this past week on NXT, they had a sit-down interview with both of them, and they're talking about, the year that was, and Raquel making her debut at Takeover in Portland, Dakota and Tegan, and then just, the two of them running roughshod, and then, eventually them becoming a short-lived inaugural NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and then eventually Raquel becoming the NXT Women's Champion, and Raquel was like, I could calculate every move that you do. I know you so well, and I learned about you over the last year, and Dakota was like, yeah, but when I kicked your head off like 2 weeks ago, didn't see that one coming now, did you?
Haha.
So it was like, alright, this is going to be a banger, so to speak.
The one thing I said to Kyle was, okay, Dakota turns on Raquel. Does that mean she's a face or a heel? I don't know.
No, as far as I'm concerned, the way the crowd had been reacting to both of them, but more specifically Raquel, their intention was have Dakota a heel and make Raquel a face.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, weird. Anyways, yeah. So I think that it'll be an interesting match. Honestly, I don't see Dakota going over unless it's a miracle. I don't know. To me, they can have a rivalry that lasts a few months.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dakota will definitely get the championship at some point. But I honestly think Raquel's going to retain.
Yeah, so do I.
It's going to be one hell of a match. I know that. I
Yes.
just think that Raquel's going to retain.
Yeah.
So now let's go on to this match. Oh boy. Austria versus Russia.
Yes, the much anticipated rematch for the United Kingdom Championship. Volta one-on-one with Ilya Dragunov.
Oh god.
It was a few months ago. They had a barn burner of a match on NXT UK for the championship, and they tore the house down. And if this match is anything like that match, it'll be a doozy of a match. And I don't know if they will outdo their first match, but like, it's gonna be a good match for sure. Just the, physical style of Walter and the never back down, never say die attitude of Dragunov. That's what makes it dynamic.
It's like having a grizzly bear fight off a timber wolf.
Yeah.
Look at the size of Walter. Look at what he can do in the fucking ring. Look at the chops that this man can do. This guy is a giant, but he can fucking move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the moves he could do, the arm bars. And
Yeah.
this guy, and then of course there's Ilya Dragunov. This guy is a psychopath. You look at him in the ring, and yes, I oversell his match with Finn Balor. I mean, it was still good.
Oh yeah.
But the fact is, this guy is one of the best. And you look at, and I've said this before, NXT America and NXT UK. You have NXT UK, hard hitting, strong style, British strong style.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like a kick-ass show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not taking nothing away from NXT US. I think these individuals are going to come over to the United States and are going to tear the fucking house down.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
If their match at NXT UK is any consolation, then this match will be even better.
Oh yeah, the match they had on NXT UK was definitely an indication of what these guys are capable of. It's gonna be a treat come Sunday.
Oh yeah, I can't fucking wait.
Something gives me the feeling though, maybe Sunday, or at some point down the road, I got a feeling Dragunov's gonna get the title.
Hell yeah, brother. I mean, it's true. You have the rest of Imperium. You know, you have Walter's power. But when you look at the history, the match that these two had, it would be even if you had Dragunov win. Because, yes, he's the smaller, but he's, again, a psychopath. I can see him go over. Now, how long is he going to be the champion? I don't know. That's going to be interesting. Because this guy can definitely go and be a champion for a long time, but only time will tell.
Yeah, and like not only that, but I mean like as it stands now, Walter has the longest reign as United Kingdom champion. It's just unfortunate that the number of challengers he's had is, my opinion, lackluster. The number of defenses he's had of the title.
But see, that's the problem, and then I don't know why that's happening. You know, you have guys that can go. Fuck, if you had Alexander Wolf still employed, fuck you, Vince. You would have him face Walter. You have Wolfgang. You have Joe Coffey.
We got his brother Mark.
You have Pete Dunne.
Well, Pete Dunne's more doing stuff on NXT US. Pete Dunne.
Yeah, that's right.
And
There's
Ridge Holland and Oni Larkin.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's a real shame because, you know, okay, we talked about it a little bit. Talk about it again here. Walter right now, as it stands, is over 700 days as United Kingdom champion, which is amazing. His number of defenses is 15, I'll say. 10 to 15, within that range.
Yeah.
When Pete Dunne held the title, he held the title for 685 days, I believe it was. He defended that title 141 fucking times. I rest my case.
I can't put that any better. But at some point, you have to lose the title.
Yeah.
I just don't know who can lose, or who can beat Walter.
Yeah.
I don't know who can beat Walter.
Yeah.
You know.
And the point I'm making isn't, you know, to shit all over Walter's long reign as champion. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, have, like, each person that has held the title, well, Walter's the third person to do it, but, like, they've all held the title a long time. So over 700 days is amazing. It's just a shame that him being as champion that long, the number of times he's defended that title isn't even half of as long as he's, you know, the reign has been. You know, okay, you look at Pete Dunne, yeah, he only defended the title 141 times, and he's NXT, you know, he was United Kingdom champion for 685 of those days, but at least the numbers coincide with each other.
Yeah.
But yet with Walter, he's had a significantly longer reign than Pete, but has had way less defenses. And maybe COVID's got something to do with it. I don't know, but I mean, like,
yeah. And again, I need to keep up with my NXT UK. And the other guy that I've been thinking about is, I don't think his name is a Warthog. Or a Boar.
Wild Boar and
Wild Boar.
yeah.
Fucking A.
Primate?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the possibilities are endless.
So, next we have another match with Eli Drake, LA Knight,
Yeah.
and Cameron Grimes. This time, if LA Knight wins, then the $1 Million Man becomes LA Knight's butler, and Grimes goes free. And I think if Cameron wins, he gets his freedom, or something along those lines. And it's like, okay. As entertaining as things have been over the last few weeks, can we bring this rivalry to an end at some point? I mean, they've taken LA Knight to the next level as a heel. Like, he was fantastic in Impact. This is next level stuff. He can still talk really well on the mic. He's meaner, he's got, you could say, a worse attitude, if that's even possible. And the way he's berating Cameron Grimes is like, okay, he thinks Cameron Grimes is beneath him and all this other stuff, and the $1 Million Man has gotten involved and trying to help Grimes get out of the situation and what have you. Now, I hope to hell they don't disparage the $1 Million Championship they did so many years ago when it was first introduced. And, how, okay, not necessarily have it be like a, just defended like a regular championship, but do more with it at least. And, I really hope Cameron fucking wins, that's all I gotta say.
And for the fucker shot! What's one thing to have a match, Cameron Grimes, Trevor Lee, whatever, versus Eli fucking Drake. LA Knight and this whole thing was stupid to begin with. Yeah, you bring out the money, you bring out the $1 Million title, very cool. That was awesome, but you had to fuck it up by having Trevor Lee lose and become LA Knight Drake's butler. That was so dumb. But you know what? I'm gonna surprise the fuck out of you, because Trevor, he took chicken shit and made chicken salad. Those were pretty good vignettes, or whatever you want to call it. And then this horse shit. Seriously? You take a damn near 60 whatever year old man like Ted DiBiase, and you're putting him in this position where if Trevor Lee loses, then $1 Million Man becomes the fucking butler? Are you fucking serious? When was the last time you saw a legend that humiliated? Obviously, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But if it does, what the fuck?
If LA Knight wins on Sunday and this thing continues, then as far as I'm concerned, you can take this storyline, ball it up real tight, shine it up real nice. Turn that son of a bitch sideways and shove it up your ass.
Yep. So, they have a match that when I first saw it, I classified it as the 3 stages of hell, but
No,
it's
it
not.
is 2 out of 3 falls. The trilogy match with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, baby. Yes, their first match was epic at Takeover in your house. And then they did another match at Takeover Great American Bash, and call it that. And now they're going to match on Sunday. The first fall is going to be your straight up traditional one-on-one match. Second fall, we take it to the streets and we go street fight. Third fall, if necessary, we take it to the steel and go steel cage.
Hell yeah. And you know, it's reminiscent of the days of Austin and Triple H, or Triple H and Shawn.
Yeah.
You know, this match, you know, you take a traditional wrestling match, and then we go hardcore. And then, if they survive that, let's go steel cage.
Yeah.
Or whatever. This match is gonna be amazing. And yes, I know that they've had a lot of very epic matches. And it's just, and I've said it before, how can they top this one? Let's have lop off your limbs match. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. You got 2 of these guys from Ring of Honor coming over to NXT. And holy shit, could they do battle.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, there's rumors swirling around. Adam Cole signed with AEW. I don't know that for sure.
Yeah, it's, like, there's been talk of it, but there's not really been, 100% confirmation of that.
But you look at what is going to happen on Sunday.
Yes.
It's just that fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And so, honestly, I don't know if they're even. I know that...
Yes, they are even.
Okay, so then it's basically like a rubber match
Yes.
in a way. Alright, well, in that case, honestly, I'm gonna say Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, in my opinion, when they have this match on Sunday, that'll end the rivalry, and then, if Adam Cole goes over to AEW, okay, fine, cool, whatever. Yeah, Kyle won the first match at TakeOver, the first match they had. Then Adam won at Great American Bash, so they were even. And you take Kyle? I may take Kyle too, just for the simple fact that, if Adam truly is going over to AEW, it would make sense to have Kyle win and, give him some momentum going into whatever into the future, an NXT title shot,
Yeah.
or, a North American title shot, whatever. And then, end this thing with Kyle and Adam can go over to AEW and, start up something there and what have you.
I think it's time to put a singles title on Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, absolutely.
He's due, honestly.
Majorly due.
Come on. And he still has a lot more in him for being in NXT. Don't put him on Raw or SmackDown right now.
Yeah.
You're already fucking up Karrion Kross. This match is gonna be great, but let's put a title on Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah. Who knows when, but yeah, he's due for a title.
Yeah.
got for the NXT Championship. Karrion Killer Cross going one-on-one with Samoa Joe.
And I looked at the contract signing that
Yes.
they had, and it was almost reminiscent of Joe and Lesnar.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I was all for Joe and Lesnar. I wanted to see that match. I actually wish that Joe would have went over, but I could see why he didn't.
Yeah.
They could have had much more, many good matches.
Yes.
That didn't happen.
Right.
Whatever. I just hope this doesn't shit the bed. I don't
think it will.
I don't think it will either, but there's always that concern. I mean, we know that Karrion has been going over to Raw with the title and whatever, so there is that. Is it time to put the belt back on Samoa Joe? I think so, because obviously he needs a better push. And what he was getting on Raw was the absolute shits. And I think that, him wrestling again is a great idea.
Yes.
He's still got that edge to him.
Oh, absolutely.
So, for me, it's going to be Joe, 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 Joe.
It was a little while ago, we were doing a Facebook Live, and we got talking about this, and I was gonna give my thoughts on this match, but I said, nope, I'm gonna save it for now. So here's what I was earnestly gonna say.
Yeah.
I feel that they are going to put the title on Joe because they're probably planning on having Karrion Kross on Raw on a full-time basis. And, I mean, having him on Raw with the NXT Championship, it's cool. I mean, it's no Kevin Owens, but it was cool. It's cool. And I don't really think that they are going to have plans for him on Raw with the championship. I mean, appearances on Raw with the championship, it's fine, but gonna have Cross lose the title to Joe on Sunday, have Joe with the championship, and then, you can have Karrion Kross on Monday Night Raw full time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you can have a lot of opponents for Joe.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, again, it's a shame that the only thing Samoa Joe ever got on Raw was the US title.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it'll be a big fuck you to Vince, obviously.
Well,
There's
yeah.
obviously the rumor that he's going to be taking over NXT, which I hope the shit he doesn't.
Yeah.
But in the case of Andy Hartwell and fucking Dexter Lumis, then that's all I'll say about that. But
Yeah.
this is gonna be a good match, and I can't wait. I mean, you have the fucking cross jacket versus the Coquina clutch.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Battle of the Chokes, essentially.
Yeah.
And, it's really a shame that Joe is no longer using the Muscle Buster because, he had. But basically, those were his two primary finishers, the Muscle Buster and the Coquina Clutch.
Yeah.
Now, there was the unfortunate incident with Tyson Kidd, and I believe that's why they probably told you, okay, no more using the Muscle Buster. You come up with a different finisher, cool, you can do that, just, you're not allowed to do the Muscle Buster anymore. And I mean, the number of years Joe has been doing the Muscle Buster as a finisher, and, one kind of major injury from it, that goes to tell you how fucking good Joe is that during that movie, I mean, talk about Taker being able to use the tombstone throughout his entire career and nobody getting seriously injured from that. Well, I mean, the man had been doing it for 30 fucking years. He knew how to. Well, one, he knew how to deliver the move, and the person taking the move knew how to take it. Now, not exactly sure what the instance was in the case of Tyson. It was probably just bad positioning or whatever. Something went wrong, and it injured Tyson's neck, and now he's no longer wrestling, which is a shame. But
Well, he does behind the scenes stuff.
oh, that's great. That WWE was like, okay, unfortunately your career has come to an end, and ring-wise, but here, we'll give you a producer role.
And this is why it bothers me when non-wrestling fans, or hell, even some wrestling fans, say wrestling is fake.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the fact that it is fixed. And I'll give you the fact that the weapons they use aren't real. Because if somebody hits you with a fucking sledgehammer, you'll probably be knocked out and in a coma for a couple of weeks.
And you break something.
Probably, yeah. But that's why they say don't try this at home.
Oh, yeah.
So fuck off with that fake shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Jim Wagstaff and I were having a conversation about that a few days ago. And it's like, I kind of understand where they're coming from with the whole fake thing, but legitimately, they do things that really aren't that fake. And especially when you got, wrestlers that have gotten pretty serious injuries doing the simplest of things.
Yep.
Whether it be Seth Rollins and his knee doing a sunset flip power bomb, going to do a sunset flip power bomb off the ropes to Kane through a table and fucking his knee went the wrong way, or Triple H blowing out his quads.
Paige is 25 years old, or 26, whichever.
It was actually earlier I seen on Facebook the thing for her wasn't her happy birthday, basically. She's 29.
Holy shit.
I know, and I was like, she started on NXT when she was, I think, 20 or 21.
Wow.
And it wasn't 8 years.
But imagine that, 26 years old, or whatever it was, that she had to retire.
Yeah.
You want to say that wrestling is fake. You want to tell me that getting in the ring is fucking bullshit. You talk to somebody that's 26 years old or younger and can't wrestle no more because they got seriously injured. You have Paige. You had Seth Rollins. You had Shawn Michaels. Owen Hart died because of a stunt that gone wrong. Pero, whatever his name was, died because he had a stunt gone wrong. Wrestling is fixed. Wrestling is not fake. You can get seriously fucking injured if you don't know what you are doing.
And the thing that makes it even more sad on Paige's part is, yeah, she was 26, 25, 26 when she announced her retirement. She was only in WWE for 4 years.
I know.
She didn't even make it to, 5 or 10, only 4.
Yeah, and that's the risk that you put your body on the line for.
Oh, yeah.
It just goes to show you that what they do in the ring is sacrificing your body. So if you want to show up and you want to play with beach balls and you want to make noise and you want to distract the camera, you're disrespecting all those men and women who are in the ring performing their ass off just for you.
Really? The beach ball shit again?
I know. I don't know why I brought that up. Point being is that wrestling, unlike any other sport, MMA, of course, but a sport where, who knows, draws. Let's bring him up. There's a lot. There's just too many.
Draws.
Chris Nowinski. Now, Chris Nowinski is fine. There's a guy who got injured, and now he's a doctor or something to do with brain neurology, something.
Oh, yeah. Dynamite Kid.
Yeah, Tom Wellington. There's another one.
Now, he is no longer with us, but for the majority of his life, post-wrestling, he was in a wheelchair, same with draws.
Yep. This has been off topic,
Yeah,
so you could skip that part. Anyways,
yeah. We don't want to hear a long, drawn-out rant, speech about wrestling being fake and whatever. Just skip to the end.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, this is gonna be a very good show. Again, NXT always delivers.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion. I know you enjoy it as well.
Yes.
So, that being said, for me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle. We'll talk to you in a bit. Deuces.
See ya.